Hey, Jim. Yeah, so no car for a week by the looks of things. This is down this is called, up there, the Kirky Bing, and we used to have a rehearsal studio just in there. So I know these guys. The guy runs a garage who rented the rehearsal studio off. He's busy, but he reckons he can take the clutch out of my old Panda and put it in the new one, and it doesn't sound that difficult. It's like, yay! This bit here always reminded me of Naboo. Yeah, the dates when we used to come here. I always thought that looked like we can imagine the battle droids coming over. So, was this a 3-mile walk that I wasn't really planning on? I was planning to just come down and see the guy, but I mean the noise that clutch was making, it just sounds like it was going to explode at any point. So, at least it's here. I don't have to worry about trying to get it here. Can I flip this round? No. Not when it's recording. So there's Kirky from this end. Alright, so I've got to walk the entire length of the luggy. I'm hoping there used to be a wee shop down here, I hope it's still there so I can buy a can of juice. And I can take a sort of, not walking along main roads route, I can walk through the park, along past the bit and in below the special bridge that's got the thing. In fact, I just walk along the entire railway line. Yeah. Oh god, I hate to think how far is it I've actually got to go. Nice weather though. 3-mile walk, about to see something interesting maybe at some point. Saw a kingfisher last time I did this walk. This walk went back to Lenzie last time, not to Campsie, but should be alright. Oh god, see I'm going over there to eventually go over there. Yeah. So somewhat sporadic videos shall be henceforth. Ideally I just want to go in a straight line that direction, but that's not happening. Yep, okay, so I'll see you if anything interesting happens on this walk. So I might as well film this bit. Didn't have any fags in that wee shop there. That's old Dunty Blay, which Paul G used to live in. This is Waterside, which is actually quite a nice wee place. I always liked it. It's like old pit town. It's like, so the subscription school, 1839. There you go, some history for you. So I'm just going to take a long walk up the road and then try and find somewhere that sells fags. Probably. Yeah, at least this way I can go sort of scenic route. Or maybe not a scenic route, but at least I'm not walking on main roads, which I can't be bothered doing. Much prefer just, yeah, rocking. Hack it, eh? So it must be, I don't know, a quarter of the way home, something like that. But I'm going to be following the luggy, so I'll just show you bits. Obviously, you can walk along the road or you can walk along the wee walkway that's on the side of the river. Yep, so I've still not got fags. I might go to the wee petrol station up there. Or I might just leave it. A fag. Still on the long walk. Just notably the biggest Washburn collection I've ever seen is very close by here. Beans lives just round the corner here. So, still following the luggy. This is my long walk. I'm just now considering going to the Rookie Rock Stars. Oh, that video didn't work, did it? Me and Scott did a video the other day. We went for a wee walk down Kirky and there was no sound in any of it. Where I get noticed. Some random dude on the streets like, Alco. Up here, hello. Is that how you don't know me? I watch your videos. Fame. It's great. But they've got a wee Yamaha keytar. Remember my pal Michael had one years ago and he paid a ridiculous amount of money for it. At the time, I think he paid something like 80 quid for it. And I looked them up on eBay and they're really expensive. This one's red, which is even more desirable. So we were in the shop and the wee woman in the shop's like, no, you've got to come back Saturday. Yep. And when the guy who knows about these things, so I might take a wee detour. It's going to be a 10-minute detour. It's only a couple hundred yards, but it's uphill. I might go in there because I'm just thinking I've still got another couple of miles to walk home. Having a wee battery operated electric keytar might make for a wee video somewhere. Also, it's a keytar. Keytars are cool. Cool. So we're just getting, there's Kirky there. It's Waterside Road. Yep. Lovely. Catch you later. Yeah, so the keytar plan didn't go quite according to plan. I went and looked at it and the guy hit 300 quid. It's like, what? So the guy had obviously looked it up on eBay. I just pretended I didn't know what I was talking about. That could have been, to be honest. It looked rubbish. It really did. So this is me on the old railway line, going back to Mountaincampsie. Over there's Lidl, McDonald's, and this is the bit where if I had a bike, this is where I would cycle. I wouldn't cycle on the pure death road around there, but cyclists seem to think I've got my rights, I'm allowed to be on the road, so I will risk my life 50 times every time I go on this road because I've got the moral high ground. There's my rant. Yeah, so the plan was I was going to stop and play my wee keytar somewhere along here, but not paying that for it. Especially seeing as basically I would have been just, it was more of a joke. Anyway, even had its original box, but not for 150 quid. That just seems silly. The only person that's going to buy that is somebody who knows what it is and then immediately sells it on eBay for, I think 300 quid was pushing it. That's like one of those from Japan ones, you know, brand new sealed in box, manual strap, all the attachments on it. I think maybe 150 is probably what you would get on eBay, but not what you get in a charity shop in Kirky. Yeah. Oh. So inadvertently get exercise, which can't be good. Get to see the dirty bits behind things which no one ever sees. Some insulation if you're after any. Yeah. Okay, so I'm just going to take a nice wee leisurely. Can't moan about the weather though, it's gorgeous. I'm actually thinking of taking my jumper off and tying it around my waist. There's a pathway down there. Did not know that was there. Then for all the sites that the absolute arse end of Kirky, there is 10-pin bowling place, which I think I went to once when it opened about 30 years ago. That was it. Oh, cyclists. Cool. More sites. You get some spongy land over there, and it looks like a wee bit like a fork in the river. The plot thickens. I don't know. Have I ever been here before? I don't know. I don't know where that road comes up from. There's a house there. And if you don't want to know where you are, then you can have a look at that. But basically, the map's pretty much fucked, and that bin is stinking. And where's Waterside? There. So where's it crossover? Roughly there is where my wee panda is, and I walked along there, up there, and I'm now there. Which would be nice if someone had spray painted over the sign. What's down there? A beach! Yeah. Plenty of places to play that guitar if I brought it. To be honest, I didn't know I was going to be walking home. But the wee panda, it's grinding something rotten. I didn't want to risk bringing it home for it to break down en route somewhere. Now looking, I think I'm doing a couple of Monty Python-y bits at some point around about here. I can find somewhere to. Look, I need to double knot my jacket. Yeah, just sweaty bastard, unfit, unbelievable. So I'll wear it on at an angle on my shoulder just because that looks really cool. So I don't know, a mile or something like that? 2 miles? You get home? Oh well, rocking. See you soon. Hey YouTube, sorry it's not much of a video today. I had to take my car away down, so I've stuck a wee bit on to make it a bit longer. This is a guitar I'm giving away. If you ever see one of these, run 100 miles an hour, get away from as quickly as possible. This is an Iron, which weighs nothing, absolutely nothing. This is one of those ones which you get in many makes. Normally you can't buy them in guitar shops, maybe more in, I don't know, supermarkets, maybe cash converters, £100 with an amp in a shiny box sort of thing. But this is also the same guitar as the Westwood one that I had, which I smashed up. I didn't really see any point in smashing this one up. Oh. So I'm just really word of warning about this particular guitar. It does have quite a nice grain on the wood. It's obviously solid wood of some type, but it weighs nothing. Okay, we'll actually weigh it. Sometimes lightweight guitar's good. Sometimes. See, this comes in at 2.5 kilograms. Now, putting that in context, my Yamaha RGX A2, which is the lightest guitar you can get, it's like it's got like a hardwood coating with sort of balsa wood in the inside, and it looks like a spaceship. That weighs 2.9, and this is less. And it's every single part on it's awful. I haven't really done any work on this. Actually, one of my pals brought it round. I was thinking of giving it to his nephew, and I took one play of it and went, no, you're not having it back. You're not going to learn to play if you've got a guitar like this. It does look decent, but like all the money has been spent on making this look like a guitar. None of it's been spent on actually making it a guitar. It does have pickups, it does have a bridge, it does have tuning pegs, and it's made of wood, but it's not a musical instrument. Try to give it the best shot with a neck pickup. So I mean, it's the sort of thing that, see if you're camping or I took it to download, or you're it doesn't really pick up. Yeah, it's just rank hack it. So rather, I didn't want to sell this. I was going to put this on, you know, put it on Gumtree, 20 quid. But then some kid's going to end up with a guitar. Oh, a guitar for Christmas, or my uncle or something got me a guitar, and they're going to try and play it, and it's just going to be shit. And they're not going to learn to play because it doesn't really sound good no matter what you do. And you can't set it up because it's just too crap. The frets are made of Weetabix. The tuners, although they look like decent tuners, they're all just got that these are about to break feel about them. The one I had before, I mean, I spent ages trying to make one of these work before, like a whole day, and just that's why I've now got a limit to what guitars I will buy, even if it is free or something like that. It's just nasty thing. So I'm giving it to my pal who's built it, turned his the garage during lockdown, turned his garage into like a bar, like a rock and roll bar. Doesn't play the guitar. I was like, I'll give you a guitar you can hang in the wall as an ornament, and maybe if drunk folk are over, they can batter out some chords on it. You know, I mean, you've got to be able to play. If you can play the guitar, you're going to be able to make some sort of tune out it, but it's just by no means ever going to be good. And it's not worth spending any money replacing anything. You know, it's not like, oh, just buy new pickups, it'll be fine. No. Buy new everything. The only thing that I would judge as being worth anything on this guitar is the scratch plate and the actual knobs. Even the pots are not the cheap ones you can buy for, like, you know, 20p each from China if you buy 10 of them. You know, it's even they're significantly cheaper than that. I think the only thing that they couldn't find cheaper was a scratch plate and the actual knobs, because it's just a piece of plastic. So I'm sorry, that's as cheap as you can get it. Whereas everything else is like, I don't know whether they're factory seconds or whatever. You know, it really is. It's just nasty. So I mean, the thing is, I know I'm going to end up having to play it, but I know I'm going to tell Davey that, and that be, yeah, this is basically, don't sell this guitar. You can have it, keep it in the wall, do whatever you want with it, when everyone's around, you know, get some drunk people playing it, that's fine, but don't put this back into circulation where somebody might buy this to try and learn to play the guitar. Not worth it. I mean, I have set this up as good as I can, so the action's quite high, but it is playing. But it's like you try and just do anything with it. I'll take some of the tone down, and it just did. There's just nothing good about it. I mean, even if I'll put distortion on to try and hide some of the noise. I'll put on the rap pedal. You know, can I make it? It doesn't have any strap buttons in it, so that's why there's no strap on it. And that's its bassiest sound, you know. It's like, but the thing that makes me a bit sick about this sort of thing is, I have played guitars that actually play worse than this, that people have. Not for many years, but when I was starting playing the guitar, folk had guitars like Marlin Sidewinders and things like that, and it's like, they weighed an awful lot more than this, but still in that same category of, if you're going to spend like £100 on a guitar, you don't have to go up very much further to get a guitar. You know, like the cheapest Squire Bullet, the wee Mustangs, what's it, 120, something, 130, something like that. That's a guitar. It's a pretty cheap guitar, but it's actually a musical instrument. This isn't. Scott always calls them GSOs, guitar-shaped objects. This, because the thing is, I mean, I can see how people would see this and go, "Oh, that looks really good," and it kind of does, but it's just everything's just, how cheap can we make it? It's like, you know, kind of. I mean, even the ones I was buying in China were miles better than this. This in China, the cheapest Strats I could see in China were £15. They might have been this one, £15 delivered. You know, it's like, for that sort of money, it's like, if you're going to hang up, basically what I would suggest if you did end up with one of these is, go and find like a pub that's got guitars hanging on the wall, old crappy ones, and say, well, could I swap this? Because this one looks really good, and swap it for one of those terrible ones with all the strings missing and bits missing, you know, maybe, because at least then you might end up with a guitar that's actually playable and not one where you feel really guilty about having to use it. It's just like, I mean, I could have rubbed it for bits a little bit more, you know. The screws that hold the pickups in, scratch plate screws, as I said, the plastic knobs, the scratch plate, not the jack, because it's terrible, but the actual the bolt, the metal bit there, maybe. I wouldn't even bother with the saddles. It's like when you try and stick the Allen key in, they've got something misformed heads on them and they just bend, and it's like, yeah, maybe the bolt, the neck plate, maybe the tuners are guff. Maybe the screws that hold the tuners on, maybe. It's like, you know, it's that bad. So on top of the avoid list is this guitar, whether it be Erin or other makes, I don't know. Definitely that Westwood, not Westfield or Westtone, or Burswood or Eastwood, or yeah, it was Westwood, and it was basically this guitar, and it was just, I had to smash it up. Which actually it was amazing how well it lasted. I'll stick that video up there, the one that was so bad I had to smash it up. and how difficult it was to smash up. I was absolutely knackered. I don't really have that much room in here, so I was like trying to snap the neck off it and stuff. And to be fair to it, it was bloody hard to smash. It was really difficult to destroy. So I'm not going to bother destroying this one. This is going on my pal's wall as an ornament, on the condition that he never gives it to somebody to learn to play, so it doesn't go into circulation. Rock on. Hope you enjoyed my walk through back from Waterside, which I wasn't really expecting today. Was it 4 miles or something like that? It was nice and hot though, but I did have to have a shower when I come home because it was pretty sweaty. Rock on. See you tomorrow night for my sober stream, because I'm playing cards tonight. That's why I've tacked on this wee video of this terrible guitar. I think Davey's going to be at cards, so I'm going to give it to you. You shouldn't be able to hold a guitar like that. This is not right. That's warning bells. Rock on. Catch you tomorrow night.